In this episode, we are going to do something a little different from what we usually do, but I think it'll be really helpful for you in midlife. You see, we're going to look at the wisest book in the world, the Holy Bible, and apply one of its scripture passages, the book of Matthew, chapter 3, verses 13 through 17, to our lives to help us thrive in the second half of life. My name is Philip Blackett, and I'm a husband, father, follower of Jesus Christ, and the founder of Life After 40. I help adults in midlife transform their health, wealth, and relationships, both with God and with other people, so they can thrive in the second half of life. Now, let's get started. Now, to be clear, this is not a sermon and it's not a debate. It is simply a reflection on scripture through the lens of midlife, something you don't commonly see nowadays. A season where faith, identity, purpose, and endurance often take on new meaning in our lives. If you're in your late 30s, 40s, or 50s, and you have found yourself drifting spiritually, questioning what all your effort is actually for, or realizing that the answers that once worked for you no longer feel sufficient. Trust me when I say this, you are not failing. You're simply becoming more aware. What we're going to do here today is we're starting with a passage that speaks directly to identity, especially for people who have spent much of their lives proving, producing, and also providing. And with that being said, let's begin in the book of Matthew, chapter 3. I'm going to read from chapter 3, verses 13 through 17. Then Jesus came from Galilee to the Jordan to John to be baptized by him. John would have prevented him, saying, I need to be baptized by you, and do you come to me? But Jesus answered him, Let it be so now, for thus it is fitting for us to fulfill all righteousness. Then he consented. And when Jesus was baptized, immediately he went up from the water, and behold, the heavens were opened to him. And he saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and coming to rest on him. And behold, a voice from heaven said, This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. This moment is easy to rush past, but it's one of the most important identity moments in Scripture. Jesus has not preached a sermon yet by this time. He has not healed anyone publicly. He hasn't performed a miracle. And before he does anything, heaven opens. God does not say, This is my son who will do great things. He says, This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased. Identity is established before assignment. For many people in midlife, this is where things quietly unravel. You've done what you were supposed to do. You've worked hard. You've built something. You've been responsible. And yet a question starts to surface, sometimes late at night, sometimes in moments of silence. Who am I if I stop producing? Who am I if my work slows down? Who am I if my energy changes? Midlife is often the first time identity gets tested not by failure, but often by success that doesn't satisfy anymore. This passage reminds us that God's declaration of worth comes before performance, not after it. Why does this hit midlife so hard? In our earlier years, identity is often borrowed from achievement, titles, roles, or expectations, but midlife strips those supports away, slowly, sometimes painfully, until we're left asking, what is actually true about me? Jesus begins his public life grounded in belovedness, not urgency. Most of us begin life trying to earn what Jesus was given so freely. Here's a question for you. Where in your life are you still trying to earn what God may already be offering to you freely? You don't need to answer that right now. Just notice what comes up. Midlife isn't when faith fails, it's often when faith finally has room to mature. If this season has been unsettling for you spiritually, that doesn't mean something is wrong. It may mean something deeper is being formed. You don't need to fix anything today. Just stay with the question I just asked. And if you want a place to reflect with others, navigating this season of life, our midlife transformation community is open whenever it feels right for you. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode. Take care.